a pivot for a second. I'm pivot, and if you don't mind me asking,
no, come on, talk to me. Take it anywhere.
I think this is my next question is an important conversation to have, especially
I prayed before I came.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? So I think this is an important conversation to have, especially amongst musicians, especially this time now, right? Mm-hmm. With you being as close as you was to Cornell. Mm-hmm. When it came to somebody like him that close to you passing away, mm-hmm. my question to you is, what did you learn?
I learned a lot. One thing.
What did you learn in his passing?
So, I'll say this.
Math Tracks, what up?
You, what's good, bro?
Yo.
I'll say this. I think a lot of people make a lot of plans. And one thing I know for sure, in talking to Q and knowing all of the music that was in him, all of the things that he wanted to do in life as far as sharing his music with others, mentoring people, man, and there's a vault, trust me, of music. His son, Josiah, shout out to Josiah, who's producing now, has a lot of music that he's going to be releasing from his pop. Antoine Chambers as well, shout out to him, did a whole lot of videography and stuff for him. I think he actually still runs his page as well. And so he puts up
who is running
some
that
footage.
dog on Facebook?
Oh, dude,
Man,
yeah.
No, yo. So they got hacked.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that.
And I hate that too.
It got hacked and they locked him out of it.
Really?
Yeah. So there was no way he could even.
I hate that
wild, man.
Cause
I'm like, man,
it's wild, man. And so, but the good thing about it is, when you know the character of a person,
dude,
you know what they would and wouldn't post.
Because seeing Cornell face in the post is bubble booty butts. It's I'm like, bro,
like, come on, man.
Yeah. But you gotta, but to be able to know somebody and know that ain't like
that ain't him. Yeah,
that's a great thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Some people questionable.
I just hate that.
Well, maybe he would. I mean, who doesn't like big booty butts? So, right. But with Q, man, just his character and his consistency, just let you know, that definitely in him. Something happened. Something had to have happened. What I will say, man, is living in the moment. Living in the moment is huge. Appreciating, where you are, and not so much where you're trying to go is big, and then being okay with whatever God's plan and will for you is. It's really nice to be able to see and accomplish and do things in this life, but that ain't gonna go nowhere with you once you leave out of here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I can't take no plaques, no awards, no accolades, no accomplishments, no. It's just me. Yeah. And so the preparation of what does life look like after this? You know what I'm saying? And how can I make sure that I'm where I need to be, to make sure that my eternal life is better than my current life. I think that we put a whole lot of emphasis and attention on this, and we forget, man, like whoever was doing it big 100 years ago, nobody know them.
Yeah,
200 years ago. I mean, you got to think of how long humanity has been in existence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and there's a lot of people who are forgotten. There are a lot of things that have been accomplished that nobody remembers, or that doesn't carry on from generation to generation. And it's like, okay, that means life has to be bigger than this. So impact who you can, and make sure that you are a good steward over those who are in your immediate circle, in your world.
Los, what up?
I think, and I use this analogy sometimes because I think that a lot of people would much rather have, a million followers than 20. Because it's very easy to seem like you are busy, it makes it like you're more important, and you don't have time. You ain't got to make time because so many people. So you can always make the excuse of, oh, well, I just can't get around to it. It's just I'm just being pulled here and there, and I'm just so busy that, I'm no longer accessible. And it's like, but when you got a 20 or you got 200 or you got like you're responsible for whoever you are to those people in the world that God has given you. And so just making sure that your impact in their lives is consistent and solid, because one thing I can say about Q is that everybody who says anything about him is consistent.
Oh yeah.
If anybody says anything bad about him, it's a hater.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that because that's my brother. I'm saying it because it's just what it is.
Right.
And so, so that's my thing. I'm like, okay, Lord, I would love to do this, and I would love to accomplish that, and I would love to do this. But if I don't,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and be okay with it, because when people pass that are great people and that love God and love people and do right by people, and Q was one of the people. If you wanted to learn something, he'll show it to you.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't like you're gonna go home and do it right away. You
Yeah,
still have to
absolutely.
practice. But
Right.
I'm just saying, like,
Not with Art Tatum, you not.
he was shit, like he was just giving like that, and it's like, you know a bunch of people. I mean, you named them earlier. Well, you called them by a certain name. I ain't gonna repeat it, but that it's just like, Lord, why would you take Q?
Yeah.
He trusted you. He loved you. He wanted to be healed. He wanted to still. He wanted this to be a testimony of something that you did in his life, so that he could continue on with the vision,
That's
and the plan,
heavy.
and the purpose that you've given him. And for that not to have happened, then it's like, wow, if this can happen to Q, no different than with Paris. Like, if this can happen, what keeps that from happening? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm not saying that, like, you just don't know, bro.
Yeah.
There's people bro.
I
could go down the list. I mean,
Absolutely.
even this past week, bro, it's so many people we just losing
Yeah.
left and right.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'm sure they had plans.
Yeah. No, for
I'm
sure.
sure there were things that they wanted to do. I'm sure that they had things on their calendar that they were getting ready to get done. Or I'm sure that they were, people who wanted to work along with them and things that they were supposed to, quote unquote, accomplish or get done. But making sure that you are ready, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that whatever you are doing in these moments that you have is impactful. It has to take precedence over future plans.
Yeah.
It does.
I like what Mav